In this video, we're going to go over how to safely crack your lower back at home. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. So if you find yourself stuck at home and need to get a quick release, pop, or crack into the lower back, this is a video that you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to show you very safe, effective, and easy stretches for the lower back that are going to help self-mobilize it. So that's going to give you that pop or crack that you're looking for. The nice thing is, all of these can be done at home and they don't require any special equipment. As a side note, I want to make sure that you know that this is not a substitute for a chiropractic adjustment. This is not a chiropractic adjustment. These are just simple stretches and exercises that may result in a pop or crack in the lower back. With that said, let's get the lower back self-mobilized at home. So this first exercise is a standing corkscrew stretch. This one is great because you can pretty much do it anywhere. What I'm going to do is go next to a door and I'm going to place my back completely flat against it. That way it offers us a lot of support while we do this exercise. Let's take the hand closest to the doorknob and just grab onto it like this. This is going to be our anchor point. Whatever side is closest to that doorknob, let's lift that side's leg up like this to the point where the hip and the knee are bent pretty much at 90 degrees. What I'm going to do is take the opposite hand on the other side, grab behind the knee, and what I'm going to do is slowly rotate that leg towards the opposite side. And when I do this, you're going to feel a very good amount of stretch into the lower back. You want to try to keep your upper back, including the shoulders, as flat against the door as possible while you do this. Keep going until you feel a very good stretch. If it is pretty locked up, you may feel that pop, crack, or release that you're looking for. And at that point, you're good to go. But if you need to, just relax after about a 10 to 15 second hold and repeat up to 5 times. It may take a couple times just for it to finally release. But from there, if you still feel like it's locked up and it's not releasing, what you can do is add a little bit of a passive stretch in there. So let's build back up into that point where it's, feeling like a very good stretch. And then from there, what I'm going to do is just bring the knee back just a little bit further very quickly, just like that. And when you do that, it's going to put a little bit more into that joint and possibly get it to pop, crack, or self-release. And once you're done with that, what you can do is just simply switch to the other side and then just repeat. When you do this, you want to do it on both sides to keep both sides and the muscles in balance. So let's take the corkscrew stretch to the next level. This one is perfect to do in bed. Let's go to the edge of one side of the bed right here. And we're going to bring our legs down while one goes up just like this. So if you're on the left side of the bed, you're going to want to raise your right leg up. Let's get it at 90 degrees from the hip to the knee to the ankles. I'm going to take the opposite hand, my left hand, place it behind my right knee, and I'm going to then rotate it towards the edge of the bed. The more that you rotate down, the more intense that stretch is going to get, so only go to your comfort level. Once you get to a point where it's a very, very good stretch, raise the right arm up like this, and what you're going to do is take your hand and rotate the upper body towards the opposite direction while you also take your head and look that way. When you do this, it's going to intensify that stretch into the lower back. Again, only go to your comfort level. And if it's ready to release, you probably will feel that pop, crack, or self-release in there. Try to hold this one for 10 to 15 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat it up to 5 times or until you finally feel that release. And then just simply switch to the other side to keep everything in balance. So this is how we can focus a little bit more from the lower back into the pelvis. Let's roll onto one side and go to the edge of a bed just like this. Whatever side is on top, so in case this is my left side, I'm going to bend that side's knee while the other one is straight on the bottom. Let's do a simple knee to the chest. Let's bring that left knee all the way up towards the chest. You should feel a good stretch into the legs, the glute buttock area, pelvis, and lower back. Only go to your comfort level. From there, what I want to do is lower the knee down towards the floor to build rotation into the lower back. Again, you might get a pop, crack, or self-release right away, and you're good to go. But try to hold this one for up to 15 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this up to 5 times. It may take a couple times just to finally get it to go. But how we're going to build into there from there is, let's feel across the belt line area of the lower back. You'll feel 2 big bumps, one on the right and then one on the left. Let's take whatever side is on top. So in case, again, this is my left side, I'm going to take the meaty portion of the palm right here on that side's hand, and I'm going to place it directly over that bump, just like this. Press into it to make a very sturdy contact. So let's go back into that knee to the chest position. Let's take the knee down towards the floor. And when I do this time around, I'm going to be pressing into it with this hand right here. It's going to build a lot more tension. When you do this exercise, it's all about keeping maximum tension into that joint to finally get it to self-pop or crack. You want to hold this again for up to 15 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat it up to 5 times. If you feel like it's still locked up and not wanting to go, you can add a little bit of a passive stretch in there. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take the knee down just a little bit further. So I'm going to pull down on the knee while I take this hand and press into it at the same time, almost like a lever. So it kind of looks like this. So watch what I do right here. I'm going to go back into the knee to the chest. I'm going to lower that knee down towards the floor. I'm going to press into it, and then I'm just going to quickly press into it just like that. And actually, I got a pretty good release with it right there. But that passive stretch might finally get it to go, and then you can switch it to the other side if you feel like it really needs to be released. Actually, I recommend doing it on both sides to keep everything in balance. So here's how to modify that last exercise to be able to do it against a wall. So this would be a very good way to be able to get that self-pop or crack at work. Let's place our back, hips, everything against the wall itself. Let's take one leg up, and I'm going to bend it at 90 degrees like this. What I'm going to do is take the opposite hand, so my left hand is grabbing behind my right knee. I'm going to then rotate it towards the opposite direction. Again, that should start to build tension into the lower back, hips, glutes, you name it. Let's take the other hand, and what I'm going to do is go over that same contact point. Remember, 2 bumpy points. Let's go with the one that is on the right side this time. So I'm going to take that meaty portion of the hand, place it right over that spot, and I kind of almost do like a cup the butt with this exercise. And what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to press into it with this hand while I rotate the knee towards the opposite direction. You may get that instant pop, crack, or self-release into the back, and at that point you're good to go. But try to hold this stretch to a point where it's comfortable for up to 15 seconds. You just relax, and then you're going to repeat up to 5 times. If you need a little bit more, you can do that passive stretch. So you're pressing into it while pulling at the knee. So let me do it. I'm going to grab behind the knee. I'm going to rotate over. This hand's going to go right there, make a very good contact. We're going to build tension up, and then from there, just like that. So if you liked the video and got a lot of relief, please show us your support by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to our channel too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.